All right, family, welcome to this afternoon's call. It is Thursday, June the 9th, and it is 2 o'clock. And you know I like to start on time, so we're going to go ahead and get it started. For those who don't know me, my name is Makisha Styles, aka Quiche, and I will be your tour guide / instructor for today. If this is your first video, your first time being on this call, just know that you're in the right hands. I've been trading now for over 6 years. I use a particular educational platform that I really love and admire also too. So you know I'm a real person. So I like to say that, give you a couple of fun facts about myself. One, I am an Army vet. So you're going to see the way I run this whole class here for the next 25 minutes, as you can tell that, hey, I like structure and I used to be in the admin field. Another thing is, you know I'm a real person, is that I'm the best auntie in the world. How can you vouch for it and how can you know? Just go ahead and follow me over on Instagram at Makisha Styles. You can also follow me on Facebook. Just search my name, Makisha Styles, as well. Okay, so now that we got the introductions out the way, let's get it started. So right here, what you're always going to see, and it's also posted inside the Telegram group. If you're not inside the Telegram group, please let me know. And I'm going to post in the chat as well. It's forex-vibes.com. This is where you will come to get all the recordings. So if you ever miss a recording, it's okay, because every single thing I record for you all. When you're over here on the main page, I want you to pay attention to a few things. So I just want to navigate you through this, and then we're going to get on to the next part of the class. So when you're over here, scroll down, the first thing you're going to see is where it says weekly free trainings. Okay, so everything is recorded. You also have where you can register for every Thursday class. You can always get an email notification about it. You scroll down a step further. Once we get to starting, going on the scanners, talking about the Harmonic Scanner, different things like that, you're going to hear me refer to a video over on the website on how to place a trade. Okay, so where you find it at, where it says new to trading, start here. You start going through this. So if you're strictly new to trading, don't know anything about the Forex market, I want you to come over to the website, forex-vibes.com. It says up here to the right, top left hand corner. You want to come over here, come down to new to trading, start here, and go ahead and go through these videos. Okay, another thing I want to point out is you'll always see some type of blog post posted maybe like once a week, and it's a different just tools and tricks to help you when you're starting off to learn to trade Forex. Up at the top, a lot of people tend to forget about this. Home, that's where we are now. Contact us. If you ever need to contact anyone, you can always come up here to contact us page. You'll see our phone number here, email, and you can also send a message. Okay, where it says join our community, once you finish with class and you're like, hey, I'm ready to go and get started with the entire community, you can lock arms with us right here. Schedule strategy sessions. So after you attend any one of the classes, a complimentary 15-minute consultation call is always provided. So all you got to do is click on it. It'll bring you right over here, okay? And if I go back, come back over here, you click on the more. Everybody always forget about the more. Right here it says weekly training recording. You click it, and you're going to see all the recordings right here. So the most recent one will always be up at the top. So you see this is the one from last week. Now we post the one for this week up at the top. And you come down right here where it says Forex for Beginners playlist. You click here, you can watch it over on YouTube, and what it's going to have is all the videos, okay, from start to finish. So you never miss anything. Also, too, what you're going to see up here is where it says tools and resources. So if I click on this tools and resources tab, you're going to see me constantly adding things up here. These are different tools you can utilize while you're starting to learn to trade in the Forex market. So you have the candlestick Bible. So once you go a little deeper into it, you're going to want to learn how things move and how the candlesticks move and why they move a particular way. We have it right here. I also have a cheat sheet for it. And then when we start talking about lot sizes, you have that right here as well. Okay. So just so you know, that is forex-vibes.com. Now, the next thing we're going to start on is go ahead and get onto the slideshow. So welcome to Forex Basics 101. I like to get the admin stuff out the way. Disclaimer, I am not a financial advisor. So know that Forex trading has large potential rewards, but it does also have risks like everything else in life. The information I'm providing for you over the next 20 minutes is for educational purposes only. Even if we ever do go over any trades, you're always entering them in your demo account, because it's for educational purposes only. I'm not responsible for you all accounts. So now we got the legal stuff out the way. One of our goals for today, we're going to go over a brief overview of what is Forex. I know this is supposed to be a beginner's class. I'm going to go briefly over what exactly is Forex. I'm going to also show you how to copy and paste, utilizing our copy and paste scanners. I'm going to show you how to get access to every single thing. And then I will show you the video that's going to show you how to place trades utilizing that scanner. So let's go ahead and get started. What is Forex? You know what that is. If you've been on this class for a minute, you already know. So anytime you hear that little notification, you know that it is time to lock the class, because I'm particular. I'm prime military, so I'm all about arriving on time. So I always lock it 5 minutes after class starts. Now, what exactly is Forex? So if we go to the Google terminology, it's going to tell you the foreign exchange market is a global marketplace for exchanging national currencies. Because of the worldwide reach of trade, commerce, finance, Forex markets tend to be the largest and most liquid asset markets in the world. Now, if you're new to this, you're probably like, what the heck does that mean, Quiche? Simply, Forex is where you're dealing with currencies. For an example, say for instance, you're going from the US over to Mexico. You know, you normally have to exchange your US dollars for the pesos, correct? So instead of going over there physically to do that, we do all of this online. It's the leverage of the Forex market. And one of the tools we utilize to do this as a third-party source, because we can't just directly go down to Wall Street and place trades, right? Instead, we utilize a tool called MetaTrader 4. I'll say that one more time. The tool we utilize is MetaTrader 4. Now, with the foreign exchange market, you're dealing with currencies. Currencies is what? Anything to do with money. So you got your currencies as far as your Great British Pound, your pesos, you got your Japanese yen, of course, the US dollar, Canadian dollar. You have a ton of different currencies. Also, too, you're able to trade in the Forex market, cryptocurrency. So what makes that so powerful is because right now they're like Bitcoin, maybe it's like 30,000. You don't have to have $30,000 to start investing in the Forex market when you're trading on a crypto. Instead, you can start off with as little as 10 cents trading in the Forex market. Okay, so I know it sounds like, mind blowing right now, but once we get further in the class, you're going to understand a lot more. So the foreign exchange market also too deals with like your gold, your silver. You can trade certain stocks on the Forex market. And another thing that I love about it, which is why you'll see me trade majority Forex market, and I do, have stocks as well. But the Forex market, what I love about it is that when the price is going up, because the stocks price is going up, everybody's celebrating, everybody's just having a great time. Now imagine once it start going down, people start to freak out. In a Forex market, you're able to leverage the buying and the selling. So when people were talking last week about the market is dropping, if you are already trading Forex, you will already know what to do because you can leverage it going up or going down. Okay, hopefully that makes some sense. If not, don't worry, we still got you. Now, what I love to do when I'm doing these Thursday classes is I like to start you off from the end and then backtrack you back to the fundamentals. Okay, so now you know kind of sort of what Forex is. Now I want to show you what the charts look like, and then we're going to backtrack and show you how to start to understand the charts. Now, I'm going to close out of this, and the first chart I'm going to show you is part of our like a flagship product. So it's the Harmonic Scanner. Now, you might have already heard this before. If not, I'm glad you're here. So the Harmonic Scanner. So think about it as you're being new to the Forex market. You're looking at the charts. You're like, man, what am I supposed to be looking for? That's where your scanners come into play until you learn how to train your eyes on your own to start looking for different setups. So with the Harmonic Scanner is basically an AI system. So instead of you looking at the charts all day long, you come over to this scanner and it's scanning all the pairs for you in the Forex market and give you the most profitable setups. Like I said at the beginning, I'm not a financial advisor, and also know that nothing is guaranteed. I will never guarantee you're gonna get any profits, okay? But with the AI scanner, it definitely scans all the markets for you and make things a lot more simpler, especially when you're starting out. I would like to always practice simplicity because a lot of people tend to overcomplicate this. Now, you're looking at this chart, you're like, Quiche, this looks very complicated. I don't know. So what I want to do is break it down even further for you because it's all about learning that trading can become simple. So as you see here, you see blue, red, blue, red, blue, blue, blue. These are called candlesticks, okay? So why is it called candlesticks? You go back over to the resource page, go down to Candlestick Bible, and it's going to explain everything to you. But this is the way that the prices are pretty much measured in the market, okay? They're represented by candlesticks. Anytime you see blue, it's normally mean that buyers are in the market. Buyers, or for my traders that's already trading, it's a bullish market, okay? Anytime you see red, red means stop, right? But red also means in the trading world, it means that the sellers are now in the market, or if you've already been trading for a while, it's bearish, okay? The bears in the market. Bears are your sellers, your bulls are your buyers, okay? So see, it's kind of similar. So if you trade stocks, it's definitely going to make a lot of sense. You compare to trading Forex, and it might be a little bit easier for you, okay? And now as you notice too on the scanner, you see arrows. You see a red arrow, see right here, red arrow, and a red candlestick. That's giving you confirmation for a sale, okay? You see a blue arrow and a blue candlestick. That's giving you confirmations for a buy. So imagine if you didn't know anything about trading, which is why you're on this call, you got access to this particular scanner and you're like, okay, I remember Quiche said blue arrow, blue candlestick, go ahead and get in for a buy. Red arrow, red candlestick, I get in for a sell. Now, say for instance, you came in here, you looked at this, because multiple ways to trade on the scanner. So I'm showing you one, then I'm showing you one more. So say for instance, you saw this red arrow pop up and you saw a red candlestick. It's like, okay, cool. You know what? I'm just going to hit the button. I'm just going to hit the button because I'm practicing in a demo account and I want to be comfortable with placing trades first. So I'm not going to overcomplicate. I'm going to do exactly what I was told to do. So if you did that, say you hit the sell, okay? Yeah, buys and sell. Red sell, blue buy, okay? So you hit the sell button when you probably got in over here. When you hit it, boom, it started to drop. Because remember, in the Forex market, grab it one more time, in the Forex market, you leverage to sell. So if it dropped, now say you stayed in, it dropped way down here, okay? What I'm looking at is these lines. See this line sticking out, line sticking out, line sticking out, line sticking out? Those are called wicks. Remember, it's called candlesticks. So when you have a candle, what comes out of a candle? A wick. See, it's simple once you start to break this stuff down. So say you did that. Red arrow, red candlestick. It drops. It dropped. And you and your friends like, ooh, that market is dropping. Girl, you better get out. You better get out now. You're like, no, I trade Forex. I can leverage the sales. So it comes all the way down here and it went for 66 pips. Okay, what is a pip? Okay, I told you I'm starting from the end, then I'm gonna backtrack you into how to learn the terminology and the fundamentals. So it dropped down, what I said, 66 pips. 66. And that's just from you copying. That's from you just copying the first part of the particular strategy. So that means it moves 66 pips. What are pips? Simply how the market moves. Okay, how the market. I'm trying to spell this correctly for y'all. The good thing about when you learn to trade, you do not have to know how to spell. You don't have to know how to speak. You do not have to even know math, okay? Because the tools are there for you. You didn't see me magically count out 66 pips. You saw me grab a tool and it counted it for me. That's how simple this stuff can be. Don't overcomplicate it. So how the market moves, okay? AKA like if something moved up 1 pip, just think of pips as steps. So the way the market is measured and moved is always determined in pips. That's it, okay? Don't overcomplicate it, pips. So this market moved 66 pips. 66. And remember I said you can invest in the market with as little as how much? Type it in chat for me. Exactly, with as little as 10 cents. So if you got into this market, right, and you said it went 66 pips and you got in and only 10 cents. 10 cents. What would that give you? Let me write this out. I got to write stuff out for you all. I love it. Okay. So at 10 cents, you're going to put 10 cents. We're going to spell it correctly. Okay, there we go. My fingers typing faster than I'm talking. 10 cents. And it went 66. 66 times 10 cents gives you what? Around $6, right? $6 and I think 6 cents, right? So $6.60. Boom. That's just from investing 10 cents and from copying. Because right now you're like, man, $6, Keith. I ain't trying to, quit my day job for $6. Here's the good part. You never had to quit your day job. Remember, this is on the side. But you just now flipped 10 cents into $6. Dang, there's $7 from 10 cents from just looking at an arrow and knowing that, hey, red means sell, blue means buy. And you just got $6. Now, remember, you can invest more. You can invest the minimum is 10 cents. You can go for $1. So if you put $1, I wouldn't recommend it when you're first starting out. But say you want $1 because you're like, hey, I'm trying to get to this. Okay, I've got the basics. I'm good to go. So say you hypothetically put in $1 and it went 66 pips. How many dollars is that? Exactly. You just went from $1 to 66. Woo, them numbers. Just from knowing this one little piece of advice. That's it. Now, remember, nothing's guaranteed, right? But it looked pretty good though. Blue arrow, blue, whoop. Red arrow, red, whoop. Look at it. Red arrow, red, whoop. Just look at it. Look at it. It's like you see it on the screen. This is live. Although when you're starting out, you're gonna be trading demo. The prices are still real live prices in the market. Okay, the scanner is calling out regardless. That's why I love the scanner, because there's no human behind it. It's the AI system. So it's no emotions involved. It's like, hey, I see the pattern. Here it is. Boom. Take all the guesswork out. So that's just one way. Now imagine also too, you got access to the scanner, and I told you, ooh, there we go. Now, ooh, this looks good. Now I told you, okay, boom, you start to recognize the arrows, but also too, remember the market will reverse. The market can go one or three ways. It can go up, It can go down, or it can go like we call consolidation. I mean, it's not going up or down, it's just moving sideways. Okay, like the Charlie Brown t-shirt, you know, actually I think it stocks on this t-shirt, just check it out, but it's moving sideways. Okay, so now you're like, okay, the scanner is going to identify when it's time for it to reverse. So say you were looking at just the arrows and you're like, man, okay, it might be getting ready to reverse. I wonder, how could I know? The scanner is going to call it for you. It's going to let you know. So when you come up to the scanner, you're going to have your MetaTrader 4 pulled up. Okay, oh, actually, I didn't even type that in. That's how I'm going to type everything for you all. You're going to have your MetaTrader 4 pulled up. MetaTrader 4 or 5, it doesn't matter. Okay, you're going to have that pulled up. And one thing it's going to ask you for, remember over on the Forex Buyers website, it goes over how to input the trade. But your MetaTrader 4 or your MetaTrader 5, it's going to ask you for a price. Okay, or it might say entry, depending on the phone you're using. Another thing it's going to ask you for is your stop loss. It's asking you for this stuff, and it's going to ask you for your take profit. It's like taking a test at school and it's filling the blanks. Okay, but then it's also even better because it's like filling the blanks, but your teacher just gave you the answer key as well. So it's like, you want me filling the blanks and you give me the answers? Yes, I will be passing this test today. Okay, so it's going to ask you. So the first thing it asks you for, make that bigger. I'm getting a little older now. I got to make sure we can see and you can see as well. There we go. MetaTrader 4, MetaTrader 5. So it's going to ask you for your price or your entry. All you're doing is looking at this scanner, okay, and your price or your entry. So you want to come down. We want to find a green line. I want to make sure y'all see this, okay? If you already been in this class before, perfect. So you already know how to operate everything. Right here is a green line. See this green line? Whoop, right there. This green line. You're going to always see a green line. The green line is your entry. All you're doing when you're on your MetaTrader 4, MetaTrader 5, free app to download, you're going to find your green line. You find your green line, you want to come over, follow it, follow it, follow it, until you see these numbers right here highlighted in blue. All you want to do is copy 0.64016 right here, 0.64016. You're going to hear me repeat myself a lot because I want to make sure you guys get how simple this can be. It's so simple, especially when you're copying and pasting. But don't worry, you do have opportunity to actually learn it as well. But while you're learning, why not go ahead and collect some type of bag by just copying? So we copy this, that we know this is our entry or our price. We copy that into our MetaTrader 4. The next thing it's going to ask us for is a stop loss. Where do I find my stop loss? Let's see. Stop. What means stop? What color normally represents stop? Exactly, red. So I want to come down and find a red line. Red. There's a red line. Let's move this arrow down some. There we go. Red line. See this red line? I want to follow it all the way over until I see where it says invalidation level. So invalidation level across the board on all the scanners is your stop loss. And all I want to do is copy 0.63883 into my MetaTrader 4. The last thing it's going to ask me for is a take profit. Where do I find my take profit at? I'm glad you asked. So you have 3 different take profits here. It's always going to be identified as your ideal goal. You have 1, 2, and 3. With you being a beginner, go for 1 only, okay? 1 only until you learn the different strategies with the scanner, because this can get real fancy once you start to learn it. But to keep it simple, you're just going to copy the first one. Your idea goals are your take profit. So what are you going to do? What are you going to copy into the take profit area? Write what you see, 0.64251. Once you have those 3 numbers, the next thing you're going to want to know is whether it is a buy or sell order. Now, I'm about to write it down for you all because there's no excuses on this class. So when it comes to knowing if it's a buy or a sell order, that's the only thing it doesn't directly tell you. So to know if it's a buy order, anytime you see your idea goal, aka your take profit, above your green line, it's a buy. Anytime for a sell, it's going to be the opposite. You see your idea goals below your green line, it's a sell. Nice and simple. Isn't that pretty simple? And then imagine that you was like, hey, okay, this is real simple, and I'm going to go through the other training you're going to give me, but I still need something a little more hands-on. Remember, we do have orientations every single week. Plus, 2, you can always schedule a Zoom call with me, and I can walk you through it. Okay? But you're going to have to go through the training first, so I can know you got a general understanding, and then I'll, of course, hop on Zoom with you and walk you through this as well. Okay? So now you got access to the scanner. You got your MetaTrader 4, MetaTrader 5. You know that's going to ask you for 3 different things: your price, stop loss, and take profit. You know that's just going to come over to your scanner and copy the price, green line, your take profit, your first idea goal number 1, and your stop loss, red line. Simple. And then you go about your day. You know whether it's a buy or a sell. Buy, your ideal goals are on top of the green line. Sell, your ideal goals will be below the green line. Okay? Nice and simple. We're not going to overcomplicate this. Okay? So, say for instance, well, you're like, man, I don't know if I can do, just copying and pasting. Can you make it even more simpler for me? We can make it way more simpler for you because we have a ton of different scanners, and no matter what your learning type is, you're going to find a scanner that works just for you. But the next I want to show you is colors. So if you know how to match colors, so I already told you, sometimes too on the scanners, you're going to see green. Green means buy, but red will always mean sell. So whatever color is opposite of the red, it's going to mean to buy, okay? So imagine that you were over here, okay? You're over here. Then we're just going to match up some colors. Let me find it. Oh, that's 1 minute. Let's just take it up to a higher time frame for you all. So I want to make sure you're seeing this. And it should be popping up. My internet's moving a little slow. Let's do it when I get onto a class. It's like, hey, Quiche on the class? Let me slow it down. But don't worry, we're going to keep it moving. If not, we still got other ways around it because we know how to use lots of scanner. Okay, so we'll go with this one. It's a 15-minute time frame. Perfect. Let's come back. I want to find you one here, a good example. Okay, this is a good example. So anytime you're doing colors, all you're doing is matching colors. Your red means your sales, your green means your buys. Red arrow means what? Sell, okay? You see a red line, see this red line? Follow me, follow me, follow me, sell. You see a thicker red line, sell. You come down here, what I love about colors is that it is three different time frames. So if you're used to trading and you're like, man, you got to navigate through different time frames, they're all in one chart, okay? This is always your highest one, this is your current one, okay? And it's the one right before it, right here. Now, when you're doing colors, all you're doing is matching colors. So if you was looking for a sale, also too, it tells you when the sellers are in the market. Okay, it also, for those more advanced, it identifies your engulfing candles. Yes, everything is on here. So say you're looking for a sale, you're like, ooh, a red arrow. Okay, ooh, a red candlestick. Okay, cool. Ooh, that little line is red. Okay, perfect. Oh man, the other line, the big line is green though. Technically, you could still get in this trade, but let's follow the rules. We want all reds, okay? Because red, remember in Forex, we can trade it for a sale. So you want to keep going. Like, okay, we know we look for a sale because we got the arrow. Gonna come down. We're gonna wait. We're gonna wait because I want everything to line up. We're gonna wait. We're gonna wait. We're gonna look at that red skinny line. Perfect. Red thick line. Perfect. Let me get a vertical line so we can see what's going on. So we're looking at about right here. Okay. So we come down. So now I want to come down because I ain't not worried about this. Cause I know for already I'm in for a sale. So all my parameters matched up. I want to come down. Now we'll look at all my time frames at once. Yes, those once you start a trade, you'll see how much sense this makes. You want to come down, you want to make sure all of this is the same color. Is it? It is. Red, red, red. And then I want to take it a step further, and I want to come down here to see what the volume is. Don't worry, you're going to learn terminology. We're going to keep it simple. We want to see what the red box is. We're going to keep it real simple. The red box is red. Oh my goodness, all that is red. So let me go ahead and get in for a sale. So you end up getting in right here. I'm going to grab my little lovely ruler because I ain't about counting. I want to take it down. Say you with scalping, that's like 42. You scalp a little more, that's 79 pips. And you put in just a little as 10 cents. You put in $1, and that's offering you just matching up the colors. Another thing, what you'll normally see on our scanners, you come up here to where it says trading. This is across the board on all the scanners. Anytime you see this, master ideas, these are the ones that the actual educators personally put out here for us. Personally. The scanners are designed for you to come and you can look at them, match the colors yourself. So you don't have to depend upon an educator being on at 12 o'clock at night, when you get out of work, 7 o'clock at night. No, you can come over here and look at the scanners any time of the day and actually place your own trades. So although, yes, you're copying, like from the Harmonic Scanner, you're copying from the scanners, but you're able to do this at any time of the day. Because remember, the scanners are AI systems, going to call it out regardless. But we also have actual source, as I like to say, the master ideas, which when the educators actually show you exactly what to do as well. Okay? Yes. Simple. Nice and simple. Now, let's backtrack. I showed you the scanners. All right, and there's just only 2 of the other scanners that we have. We do have plenty. And next thing is, how do you learn this? Because I will not be your educator. No. Remember, you will have actual educators that have a serious track record. I've only been trading now, 5 going on 6 years. So I don't think I had the track record yet. But these educators, they have the longest track record. The CEO even has over 20 plus years of trading experience. So you're going to be learning from the best of the best. So where do you start? Once you get off this class, first thing you're going to get access to is the academy. Okay, with the academy, it's going to show you a few things on it. I want to come over here. The first thing you want to do is click on academies. Now remember, going over Forex for the next couple of weeks. So all you want to do is click on Learn Forex Trading. So whatever language you want to learn, you have it. But we're going to do English. Once I click on that, now it's going to show me every single thing I must complete. And right here is a 3-minute video telling you more about what exactly is Forex, because you need to know the history of it too, right? The history of it. You need to know what is traded in Forex, who all participates in it, and then we start getting fancy with it. Tell you the times to trade, what's the buy versus sell, it goes over pip, lot sizes. Now you're learning the terminology. So now, no matter what happens, no one can tell you anything. Well, they can tell you some stuff, but you will know what you're talking about because now you went through the academy. So when someone's like, hey, yeah, we're going to go for 30 pips. We're going to do this, put in this lot size. You now know exactly what they're talking about. And then it also goes over strategies. Now, if you keep going, told you time zones, and right here, you're going to be more advanced than when you come to this academy, because remember, on our website, it already shows you how to enter a trade. But then in the academy, it shows you as well whether it's for Android or iPhone. Then it goes over what a stop loss is, okay? And remember, all this is inside the academy. So once you go through the academy, you're like, okay, Keith, this is great. I'm going through the academy. Now I'm understanding the terminology. Now I'm starting to see why I'm placing stop losses, why I'm placing my take profit. You're starting to understand that. The next step I want you to do is, after you go through your academy, come right over here to our Go Live platform. Now, what's the Go Live platform? Think of it as YouTube. No, better than YouTube. Because on YouTube, anyone can post in there as an expert, okay? With the Go Live platform, what I love about it is because any educator on here have been vetted by the CEO who's been trading for over 20 plus years. And another thing about our Go Live platform, the educators had to prove that they do what they do. Okay, I'm not making income claims, but they had to prove that they do what they do. And another thing you're going to see here is that you're not just learning from one person. That's what I love about it. That's why I said that I'm not the one that's going to be educating you, or the person who probably refers to this video. The person who's going to be educating you are different ones, because everybody won't vibe with the way that my teaching style, right? But on here, you have over 100 educators to choose from. You're going to find some educator that vibes with the way that you learn, okay? And then also, two different backgrounds, different genders. No discrimination, okay? First thing you're going to do when you get it back here in your Go Live session, you can come down here where it says, are you a new member? And click there. It's going to give you all the basic educators. So let's click here. Once you click here, you're going to have a schedule, okay? This is not all the educators. It's just the basic one-on-one educators, the one that teach the basics. So you see here coming at 9 o'clock, 12 a.m., 8 a.m., 7:30. Now, right now, somebody's like, man, I can't catch those classes. What I love about it is that it doesn't matter if you can catch them live, because everything's recorded. So if I come over here, he's not on, I could watch him recorded sessions, okay? And then say for instance, you're like, man, I want to watch somebody that's on right now. Say for instance, anyone over here, they're on live right now. So let's do a sneak peek. Look at this. Uh-oh. Let's come back to us. There we go. So right here, you see they're talking to the educator. They're talking to the educator. Okay? So if I click on play,
for a selling opportunity. Well, it did pull
this is just one,
but then it took off.
So that tells you exactly live, telling you exactly what to do. So now you transferred yourself from being a dependent trader by just utilizing scanners. Now you're becoming more independent, because now you're able to trade on your own. You can take these strategies and trade on your own. Isn't that beautiful? I know. Then on top of that, it's not even all the stuff, because we only got 10 more minutes, right? So this is not even everything, because we have a lot more scanners, but I just want to give you a brief overview. So once you go through the academy, remember, go through the academy, next thing I'm going to go ahead and do is start recognizing who it is that you would like to learn from. Okay, remember, it's different backgrounds, different languages. Doesn't matter if English is not your primary, have different languages as well. And then once you do that, what we have is our own personal team trainings as well. So what you'll be involved in is the Trade Nation Sparta community. We're one of the best and top trading communities within the I Am Master Academy platform. So what I love about it is that, for one, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So not only do you have the Go Live platform to learn from, the academy to learn from, But then you can take your question that you have, because maybe, you might be a little shy. You can hop onto our Zoom trainings just like this one and answer your questions on the spot after you go through the academy. After. Say it one more time. After you go through the academy. Not just here to give you cheat codes. I want you to go through and learn from the academy first and then come over here and ask your questions. And as you see, Tuesday, and those are going to be locking arms with us after class, you get a chance to be on new members orientation with me this evening. So every single day we're having some type of Zoom session where you can hop on and ask your questions. You're never left behind here, okay? Now, right now you're probably thinking, what's the investment, Quiche? Because I love the fact that you guys have a lot of different scanners. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love the fact that I could just copy and paste until I'm ready to learn, if I ever want to learn it. And maybe I just want to copy and paste. I love the fact that you have the academy laid out in great detail. It doesn't matter if I'm beginner, intermediate, or advanced. And I also love the fact that I'm able to learn from educators that have been there, done that, and can walk it exactly how they talk. They have the track record for it. And then on top of that, Quiche, I love the fact that you all have your personal team trainings where I can ask questions. And then on top of that, I didn't even mention it, we do have apps. So it's really no excuse. So whether you're a person who only have 10 minutes a day to hop on and copy a trade, or you're somebody got a little longer because you got a little more time, maybe an hour a day where you want to learn it, we have something for you because we do have apps as well that just notify you place a trade, you're done. Okay? So what would the investment be? So if you're learning FRX, okay, this is what we talked a lot about FRX, it is only $184.95 to get started. This is not the original price. The original price is normally $274.95. Right now, as this video, June 9th, 2022, it is $184.95 to get started. Okay, I'm not sure how long it's going to be this price, but you have it right here. After 28 days later, there is no contract. You can cancel this at any point in time. Another thing is that we do have a 7-day money back program, which means that within 7 days, before that 7-day gets here, you can cancel, right, and get a full refund. Yeah, we play no games here. Okay, if you're not finding any value in it, you can go ahead and, you got 7 days, you can cancel, get a full refund. Also, too, if you go further, remember, there's no contract. You can cancel at any point in time. So after 28 days later, say you're liking it here, you're loving it here, you're loving the environment, you're loving the educators, you're loving the community, you're like, yes, I love it. 28 days later, it drops down to $174.95 a month. Okay? Now, there are multiple ways to get your subscription paid. For one, copy and paste, no guarantees. Copy and paste, right? Go on and earn it that way. Or from the strategy that you learn here, you can earn it that way, use those funds, and then you got your subscription covered. Or we do have a 2 and free program. What that means is just like with anything in life, you have your affiliate programs. So if you have 2 people, right, it's totally optional. You have 2 people that want to come in and learn as well, and they paid their subscription. Now your subscription fee is waived. You don't have to worry about it. Yes. Yeah. You don't have to worry about it at all. And what I love about it is that it's not 2 new people every month. As long as those 2 people continue paying a subscription, you're now continuing to learn for free every single month. I love it. So not only can you just strictly trade, you don't have to do the affiliate part. You can strictly trade, do your profits, use your profits, go ahead and purchase your subscription, or you can like, hey, I want to learn for free and go ahead and have 2 people, and that way your next month's subscription. Okay. Now it goes deeper. Now we didn't talk about this, but we do have what's called TBX or binary, and that's where it's more time-based. We'll talk about it another time, but same thing as well. It's $184.95. It drops down to $174.95. With the TBX Academy, such as the FRX Academy, you still get the same thing. You get the scanners, but it's on the TBX side, the binary side. So it's still copy and paste. Tell you when to press your call button, tell you when to place your put button. Okay, for those that trade binary, you know what I'm talking about. All right, but you have that as well. And then, of course, you still get the Go Live platform, and it is an app for the TBX. So you get a notification, tell you when to press the call, what pair is for, and when to press the put. And then we do, of course, have drop shipping. Okay, I mean, not drop shipping, cryptocurrency. So for those that's ever want to know, okay, how do I know which coins to invest in or projects to invest in? How do I know what to do when the market, say Bitcoin, Ethereum does start dropping? How do I manage my money at that point? Because we talk a lot about, even with Forex, TBX, all of them, we talk a lot about risk management. How do I minimize any losses that I may experience? You learn all of that from the Cryptocurrency Academy. Plus, too, it talks about, we have a class on the metaverse. So anybody want to know about that, how to get involved in that, and also NFTs. So anything to do with the crypto space, the online space, our Crypto Academy covers that. And it's the same thing right here. $184.95 is normally $274.95. And the same as that, it all works the same as that way. 28 days, $174.95. Okay. Now, say for instance, you want to learn, it's called dropshipping, or your e-commerce store. You want to build your own e-commerce store. I love the iMaster Academy. It is like a one-stop shop for anything you want to learn, you just come right here. So your Dropshipping Academy, aka E-commerce Academy, where they teach you how to build out your online store and also suggest some popular products, right? Suggest. Right here is $184.95, and the same thing drops down to $174.95. Now, say for instance, you've been trading for a minute, you're like, man, okay, I love Forex, but I also want to learn about cryptocurrency. Then I also want to do binary, so I can get a taste of everything and have my hands in all the cookie jars, okay? You'll click on Elite. Once you click on Elite, it's a little more. It's a little more, but it's definitely still cheaper than buying it individually, okay? So right here, you come down. It's only $324.94 to get started, okay? And say you like it here, you love it here. Same as that thing. 28 days later, it drops down to $274.95, and the same as that money back program for each one of them. Within 7 days, for that 7-day get here, go ahead and email support. You get a full refund. And then after that, say you want to stay with us longer, it's okay because it's no contract. Okay, and I do recommend you stand for at least a minimum of 6 to 12 months so you can actually learn this. Because once you learn this skill set, no one will ever take it from you. You can actually start teaching your family. That's what I love about it, because I train my niece and nephew. So you want to definitely come in, learn this, commit to it for 6 to 12 months, and then decide what you want to do afterwards. Okay. So I have any questions whatsoever. How do you get this link? For those that are on the call right now, I'll send you the link. You actually get my personal link. For those that's going to be watching a replay or someone referred to the video, get back with them, and then they definitely will send you their link, okay? Send you their link. If I wasn't one who referred you here, you want to make sure whoever referred you here get you their link, and they'll go and get you started and get you set up for orientation, and then get you on the line with myself or one of the other tour guides, and we'll walk you through every single thing. All right, so let's make sure we went over everything. Let's come back. We went over our copy and paste scanners. Questions. Any questions? Going once? Going twice? All right, no question. But if you have any questions, remember, just go over to the website, forex-vibes.com, and just click on the contact us. You can send a message, text us, call us, and we'll definitely get you covered, okay? If you're not inside the Telegram group already, if you're watching a replay of this, make sure it should be in the description of the video. You can also see it on the screen here. Go ahead and get involved in that. Make sure though, because you're not going to be approved, because you have to be somebody has to approve your request to actually join the group until you reply back to the message. Okay, most likely it's going to be myself, or might be someone else going to be like, hey, I see that you want to be in the group. I'll ask you a question just to make sure you're a real person, not just spamming the group, and then we're going to grant you access. Okay, so this is where we post all the trainings, any giveaways that we do, we'll always post inside this group. Okay, and the training site is right here, forex-vibes.com. So I would like to personally thank each and last one of you for attending. I would like to thank those going to be watching the replay. And if you're ever ready to get started, you can go ahead and call or text ready if I referred to this video, or if whenever you text ready, if someone else referred you, please put their name so we can know who it is. And you're going to text ready to 833-367-3922. So have a blessed and wonderful day. Remember, the recording will be up 10 minutes after this training is over, and it's going to be posted on the website. So I want you to have a blessed, prosperous, and wonderful rest of the day. And I will see you all on next week's training, or for those getting started, tonight at New Members Orientation. So I will talk to you all next week or this evening. So have a blessed, prosperous, and wonderful rest of the day.